the Honorary Lieutenant Sanaulla, the army veteran, is now out of detention after he was put in detention apparently because he was a foreigner in a case that has outraged so many across the country. After retiring as an honorary lieutenant from the army, he went on to serve in the Assam Police, and among his responsibilities was to actually look for illegal immigrants coming in from Bangladesh. It's therefore a strange irony that he was picked up and he was identified as being a foreigner himself and placed in detention. My colleague Ratnadeep Chaudhary has been tracking the story very closely and joins us now. Ratnadeep, what happened in court today?
Vishnu, today in the court, the petition filed by Mohammad Sanaulla, the former army retired personnel who was, declared a foreigner and sent to detention center. This was taken up by the Gauhati High Court, and the Gauhati High Court has issued notice to all the respondent parties, including Centre, Assam government, the Election Commission of India, and the NRC authorities as well. But the most significant development that has taken place this evening is that the court has also given an interim relief to Sanaulla in this case, and he has been granted bail. So he will be released from the detention center in Gwalpara, which is in Lower Assam, where he was sent last week. This comes as a big relief for Sanaulla and his family at a time when the entire country was outraged with this, particularly those in the armed forces and ex-servicemen as well. So this comes as an interim relief. But what the court has also observed today that during this course of time, as the legal process continues, Sanaulla will not be able to move out of the jurisdiction of the border police, Kamrup Rural, without intimating them. So he is getting an interim relief, but he has to keep police informed if he is leaving the city. Also, it is significant that the court today issued notices to Centre, to Assam government, the Election Commission of India, as well as the NRC authorities, because this case came at a time when the re-verification process of the NRC is taking place. And this re-verification process of the NRC is very important because the claims and the objection to the draft NRC list is being re-verified. After that, the Supreme Court has already given a deadline of July this year, by when the NRC authorities have to come up with the final NRC. We'll get to know who is a foreigner and who is not a foreigner in Assam. But this entire episode, brings to the spotlight on the way border police investigate these cases at ground zero, and perhaps how the trials take place in the foreigners tribunal, because those people who will be left out in the final NRC will also.
All right, Ratnadeep, we'll leave it over there for the moment. Revisit the story later on. Thanks very much for joining us, Sanaulla, out of that detention center.